Country has unveiled a Taka 5.23 trillion spending plan for fiscal 2019-20, 18% increase from the revised budget of the outgoing fiscal year. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina presents the national budget for the 2019-20 fiscal year as the Finance Minister H.A.M. Mustafa Kamal has fallen sick. A rescue boat carrying around 75 migrants, most of them from Bangladesh, has been stuck off Tunisia for 12 days after authorities led them December. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to myTV News. I'm Farhan Isbin within the newsroom. Today we're watching headlines, now the details. Bangladesh has unveiled a Taka 5.23 trillion spending plan for fiscal 2019-20, which is an 18% increase from the revised budget of the outgoing fiscal year. The budget has largely focused on infrastructure, along with a major push to scale up social safety net and other nationally important projects. In this maiden budget speech posted on the Finance Ministry website on Thursday, Finance Minister A.H.M. Mustafa Kamal made a series of the pledge to spur economic growth. In the proposed budget, the GDP growth is projected 8.2% for FY20. Kamal hopes to keep the inflation target below 5.5% in the new fiscal year. Of the Taka 5.23 trillion, the proposed budget set out a revenue target of over 3.77 trillion. More than Taka 3.25 trillion is expected to come through the National Board of Revenue. The budget deficit will be kept at 5% of the gross domestic product. The government has already approved Taka 2.03 trillion annual development program, which is 17.18% higher than the revised ADP of the outgoing fiscal year. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina presented the national budget in the Parliament for the 2019-20 fiscal year as Finance Minister A.H.M. Mustafa Kamal has fallen sick. The Finance Minister started presenting the national budget in the House around 3:07 p.m. However, he was having problem in placing the budget. Later, the Prime Minister stepped in and saying the Minister was unable to read out the budget speech. "If the Speaker allows me, I can read it out," she said. Later, she started placing the budget on behalf of the Finance Minister after Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhury gave her to go-ahead signal. Bangladesh is targeting 8.2% GDP growth in the new fiscal year. In this budget speech, Finance Minister A.H.M. Mustafa Kamal said our GDP grew consistently at a very high rate in the last decade. We expect a GDP growth of 8.13%, and our commitment is to achieve a growth rate of 10% by 2023-24 and maintain that rate until 2041 so that we can lay a solid foundation for becoming a high-income country by the time. To achieve this objective, GDP growth rate has been projected at 8.2% for 2019-20, said Kamal. The growth target was based on the strong domestic demand. Our main attention will be on the increased domestic demand through the consumption and investment and increased external demand by exchanging exports, said the Finance Minister. Earlier, the Cabinet had a special meeting to approve the proposal national budget for the fiscal year 2019-20. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina presided over the meeting held at the Cabinet room of the Jatiyo সংসদ Bhavan. Finance Minister A.H.M. Mustafa Kamal and other Cabinet Minister and State Minister concerned attended the meeting. The budget is the first one of the present Awami League government through the December 13 general election held in 2018. This is country's 48th national and Awami League government 20 budget since the country's independence in 1971. A rescue boat carrying around 75 migrants, most of them from Bangladesh, has been stuck off Tunisia for 12 days after authorities refused to let them December. The Red Crescent said on Tuesday the Egyptian boat rescued the migrants in Tunisian waters, but authorities in the government of Mytv said it's a migrant center are too overcrowded to allow them to come ashore, leaving the vessel 25 km from the coastal city of Jerseys. A government source said the migrants had refused food and medical aid and were demanding that they be allowed to cross the Europe, their likely target hoping to reach the chance of a better life when they set off. Red Crescent official Monge Slim said doctors had risked the boat to provide some medical help, but others had repeatedly refused any aid. Thanks for being with us. To join with MyTV News Online, visit www.youtube.com/mytvbd to watch all our programs on YouTube. Visit youtube.com/mytvbangla. Our next bulletin will be telecast in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Stay connected. Allah Hafiz.